timekeeper at the bell, Charlie Daniels, and the referees for this hour of wrestling, Danny Davis, Dick Crow, Gilberto Roman, Dick Worley, and my name is Jimmy Q. On the opening contest, it is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Puerto Rico, weighing in at 231 pounds, here is Mac Rivera. And his opponent from Krakow, Poland, weighing 240 pounds, Polish Power!
Ivan Putski.
There he is, the Polish Power, Ivan Putski.
So the Polish Power is ready to go. So is his opponent, Mac Rivera. Now the referee gives the timekeeper a signal. We're set for the action to begin. Mac Rivera hammering away with a right hand, another one to the head of Ivan Putski, and that's Putski's style, is to take a lot of punishment.
Well, if someone can, he can, Vince, and he knows how to utilize his power.
Ivan hammering away on Mac Rivera, having difficulty staying on his feet. And a little admonition from the referee. This telecast is being brought to you by the authority of Capital Wrestling Corporation. Any use of the descriptions, accounts of the pictures of the telecast, including the imposition of a charge without the express written consent of Capital Wrestling Corporation, is prohibited. Working in the throat area a bit, Mac Rivera, knowing full well that he's going to have to sap some of the power of Ivan Putski if he's going to have a chance of defeating the Polish Power.
Well, Matt Rivera, the more we see him, it seems to me like he's getting bigger and more powerful, but not quite as near as Putski. This man spends a lot of times in the gym, day in and day out, between trips across the country.
Ivan now with another standing side headlock, grinding it out a bit. And when you have the power of Ivan Putski in those shoulders, you're going to feel a little simple headlock becomes something less than simple.
It sure does, Vince, and that's the way you get cauliflower, is the way he really wraps that head. Looks to me like Putski is putting on a little weight. Looks great.
At one time, Ivan Putski weighed near the 300-pound mark. He's down now to, well, we're not given the listed weight, somewhere around a 200, and I would suggest 247 pounds.
I would say 245, somewhere around there. Putski doesn't have the style of all the finesse in the ring as far as his wrestling ability, but Vince, he can take a lot of punishment and he utilizes his power.
His greatest asset utilized right there. And Mac Rivera, lucky to be on one knee. He should be out cold. He almost wound up in the third row.
You know, one thing about Putski, when he gets mad, he really goes all the way. He doesn't stop.
Mac Rivera coming right in on Ivan Putski. And Ivan Putski unloading, as you suggested. Mac Rivera being set up now, and there's the Polish hammer. Cover by Ivan. Gets a 2 and a 3 count. Ivan Putski victorious. I'm sure we'll be seeing a great deal of Mr. Putski in the weeks to come. We'll get the official announcement.
Here is the time, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and the winner, the Polish Power, Ivan Putski.
Ivan giving you the crunch. Look at him. He is put together. We'll take a look at what we saw moments ago. Ivan hammering away on Mac Rivera. Sets him up now for that patented Polish hammer, and only Ivan Putski can give you this. The crushing blow to the sternum area, the cover, and Putski gets the Duke. We'll go back up right now and pick up our next match. You can hear the boos from this capacity crowd. And they are booing the presence of Lou Albano and that man from Hawaii, the magnificent Muraco. Controversy surrounds this young man. He is quite the athlete.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, it is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. But first, I want to introduce the manager. Here he is, Captain Lou Albano. And introducing in the corner to my right, from Elk River, Minnesota, weighing in at 237 pounds, here is Curt Hennig. And his opponent from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, weighing 247 pounds, here is the magnificent Muraco.
Muraco takes exception to some of the remarks as we take a look at a little poster up in the air. Muraco does not like to be referred to as a beach bum. Muraco against young Curt Hennig, and Hennig pretty much challenging Mr. Muraco, and Hennig feeling that maybe the timing is right for him to take a giant step in his wrestling career.
That's it, Vince. You got to take a lot of chances. You want to work your way up in wrestling. You got to challenge the top wrestlers, and this is the way you got to do it. Now, you may end up getting hurt, but that's the chances you take. But I'll guarantee you, in a few years to come, that Curt Hennig will be a top wrestler. There's no question in my mind.
Hennig certainly taking his time now and tying up with Muraco. Hennig hanging on to the side headlock. I'm sure much to the surprise of Mr. Muraco.
We can see it on Hennig's face, really. He's putting everything he's got, Vince. It's a very important match for Hennig.
Hennig grinding it out a bit. He's going to have to try all sorts of maneuvers here against Muraco. A very cagey, crafty individual is Muraco.
Well, Vince, Muraco, there's no question, he's truly a great wrestler.
Hennig now coming right back at him. Muraco misses. Hennig right there. 1, 2, he has the leg. And almost gets 3 as Muraco backpedals to the corner.
Muraco went right on his head on this one. And I tell you, for a moment, I thought it would be it. It was awfully close.
Well, now Muraco waiting in the corner, trying to get himself together. And Hennig, would you say he's making a mistake by allowing Muraco to get himself together, or do you think that indeed he should not move in so quite as quick?
Well, Vince, when you see a guy like Muraco that's so experienced, sometimes you don't really too sure how badly hurt he is. If you rush the man too much, it could be a mistake.
And
I
again,
think Curt is taking his time. He's being very cautious.
Muraco in the grips of young Curt Hennig in a like fashion as we saw earlier, the side headlock. Look at the difference in the tans. Muraco with that golden Hawaiian tan.
Well, he spends a lot of time on the beach surfing.
Grinding it out. Muraco now with a young man in the air and breaks that hold quite nicely.
Backbreaker, and sure, Curt Hennig feels the pain on that.
The knee right into the lower back area, and Muraco now coming in to no doubt take over. Forearm to the back, more damage to the back. So now things turning around for the magnificent one.
You know what makes it tough when you step in the ring with a guy like Muraco? First of all, he's a big man. He's powerful. The big man, he's powerful. And the fact that he has a great wrestling ability, that makes it even harder to beat the man.
Covers him, hooks the leg, gets 2, and that's all.
But Muraco can be such a slob at sometimes. It's incredible.
Knee to the back. Muraco certainly much more aggressive than the old. Oh, my. Neckbreaker. Muraco now covering his man again. 1, 2, and no. Still does not get him.
Well, I tell you, Curt Hennig is learning one thing. He's really paying attention to the count.
Muraco is learning something as well, that this is no slouch in there. Young Curt Hennig giving him a run for his money. Muraco whips him to, sets him up, but no.
Oh, he really kicked
Hennig
Muraco.
kicked the life right out of him.
Muraco's not getting up too quickly either.
Hennig recovers a right hand to the head.
Now
Another
is the time for Hennig to keep on him.
Hennig hammering away on the head of Muraco. And more damage.
Now is the time for Hennig to keep moving, but he's got a bad back.
Muraco to the corner. Hennig moving in, and
oh my goodness.
He hit that concrete floor with a splatter.
Oh. Vince, that is so dangerous when you go flying over the top floor like this. It could end your career instantly.
Muraco alertly moving out of the way earlier on to prevent what was going to be a tremendous shoulder block. And surprisingly, Curt Hennig looks like he's trying to make his way back into the ring.
He's trying, Vince. He's listening to the count. He wants to get back. He wants to give it everything he's got.
Well, he's going to come into the ring the hard way now, Muraco. No suplex. Pushes it to the rope, hooks him back. He's going to have him on 2. Curt Hennig with a surprise of surprises. My goodness.
Hennig is hurt and Muraco isn't.
Down goes Muraco. Tried for the flying body press. Got close on him. Knocked him down. Here he comes again.
Oh, power slam.
Power slam. Has the leg. Look out. He has it hooked in a count of 3. Muraco chasing him. Can't get him with the elbow.
Well, I tell you, Vince, I must congratulate Curt Hennig. He did a fine job in there against a top wrestler, a real top contender by magnificent Muraco.
Listen to this capacity crowd. They do not respect the talent of the magnificent Muraco.
Here is the time. 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Here is the winner, the magnificent Muraco.
Muraco is indeed victorious, but he would like very much for young Curt Hennig to get back into the ring. Muraco with a hard-fought victory, and Hennig really giving Muraco more than just a few anxious moments, as we will take you back now to what we saw earlier on. Here, Hennig now getting set off the rope, and look at this. Muraco steps into his man, gives him a power slam, and look how he locks those hands. Up on the wrist, there's no way you're going to get out of that. Muraco victorious in a match I'm sure he will remember for some time to come. We'll be back as we continue with Rocky Johnson, the Crippler, Ray Stevens, and Big John Studd.
In the next contest, it is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right, from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 227 pounds, here is Barry Hart. And his opponent, just coming down the aisle, he is being led into the ring by his manager, the fashion plate of wrestling, Fred Blassie. And here he is from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 340 pounds. Here is Big John Studd.
What a monster this man is. Big John Studd to face Barry Hart. Oh, he is something else. We'll have action momentarily. Barry Hart, are you kidding me? Trying to slam a 340-pound monster like this? No way, Pat Patterson.
Well, Vince, the only way you could really slam that man, you would have to really get him hurt, and then if you're powerful enough to lift him, you could slam him. Other than that, forget it.
Barry Hart up in the air to be slammed by Big John Studd.
For a man of that size, Vince, he has a great body on him, and he looks powerful. I'm sure he is.
That's 340 pounds listed. The ring announcer couldn't believe it as he was introducing him, thinking that perhaps it was a normal, if in fact 240 would be normal, but thinking it was 240 pounds, realizing exactly who this man is. Had to recheck his paper there, and indeed it was 340 pounds. That's the weight of Big John Studd. Huge, huge man. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, you can hear the back of this poor young man, Barry Hart, as it was just rammed into the iron ring post.
It moved the ring, Vince. It actually
more damage.
Couldn't believe it.
Big John Studd with Barry Hart has him up across the back in a backbreaker. We've seen Big John Studd polish off so many opponents in this same fashion. And that's all she wrote.
Very painful backbreaker.
Hart down. He is hurt. There's a look of determination. You wonder, can anything stop this big man?
Here is the time, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and the winner, Big John Studd.
Big John Studd victorious with a very easy victory over Barry Hart. Scheduled up later on, Salvatore Bellomo, along with Rocky Johnson, along with the brothers Strongbow, Jules, Jay, and superstar Billy Graham will be here with us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Newton, New Jersey, weighing in at 280 pounds, making his first appearance in this arena. Here is Sammy Sanders. And in the corner to my left from Italy, weighing in at 246 pounds, here is Salvatore Bellomo.
Salvatore Bellomo, fine young wrestler, against newcomer Sammy Sanders. We'll find out who's the better man. Here we go. Sammy Sanders against Bellomo. Sanders to the corner there, and a shoulder block by Bellomo. Brings him right out. Bellomo sets him up.
Well, I tell you, Bellomo is moving very well this week, Vince. He has not backed up at all. He's been aggressive ever since the bells rang.
What do you know about Sammy Sanders, Pat?
Never seen him before, Vince, and it's the first time I've seen him in person, so I can't yet tell you too much, but I can tell you one thing. He hasn't been able to do anything with Bellomo.
Went over there by Sammy Sanders. Bellomo right back on top of him. Somewhat of a kick out. Back to his feet is Sammy Sanders.
Bellomo is catching on to the fact that he has to get more aggressive.
Couple of forearms there. And Bellomo spins his opponent around. Drop kicks him. Another drop kick. Down goes Sammy Sanders. And a cover. Not much of a cover. And no pin. Later on, as we stated before, we'll see Rocky Johnson, who's quite a sensation, Mr. Johnson is, taking on Black Demon. And in Rogers' corner, Eddie Gilbert will join World Wrestling Federation champion Bob Backlund. Chop to the throat area. Bellomo sets him up, drop kicks his man in the chest.
Can't believe how much Bellomo is being aggressive.
Sanders not moving out of the way, very slow and getting up, and Bellomo picks him up and slams him, surprisingly. There we go, down across the chest. 3 count. Bellomo gets the dope. We'll get the official time.
Here is the time, 3 minutes and 7 seconds, and the winner, Salvatore Bellomo.
So Salvatore Bellomo gets the duke over newcomer Sammy Sanders, who's having some problems in leaving the ring. No doubt the wind knocked out of him, so to speak, when Bellomo came off the ropes and landed across the chest. Some of the fans are having a good chuckle with the ill-fated effort of Sammy Sanders. Scheduled up later on, as we outlined, we shall have with us the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions in a non-title matchup. The brothers Strongbow, Jules and Jay, will join us, along with superstar Billy Graham, the crippler Ray Stevens, Buddy Rogers' controversial corner, Rocky Johnson, and more.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, it is scheduled for 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my left, weighing in at 250 pounds, from parts unknown, it is the Black Demon. And in the corner to my right, from Washington, D.C., weighing 250 pounds, it is Rocky Johnson.
Rocky Johnson getting set to lock up with the Demon. Look at the physique on this Rocky Johnson.
Vince, he's truly amazing, because a man like him that's as powerful as he is and really well built, he spends a lot of time in the gym. That's as agile as he is, he's incredible. He can really move in that ring. As I said so many times, to move like he does, you got to have good timing.
Look at that. Oh, can he ever move? Demon going round and round, and Rocky Johnson gets him right in the midsection. Arm drag takedown. Johnson all over the Demon.
Well done, I'll tell you. He can move very well.
Fans have really taken to this young man, Rocky Johnson. Quite a popular athlete in the World Wrestling Federation.
He is. The fans have really approached me, and they really talked to me about Rocky Johnson. How much they enjoy watching him wrestling.
Demon back to the corner by Johnson, and referee asking for the clean break as Johnson kind of stands him off and then backs up. Johnson, all-around athlete. Has participated in so many varied forms of athletics. Football, boxing, wrestling, of course, his first love. Referee asking for the clean break, does not get it. Johnson backed off, and the Demon continuing to hammer away. Johnson appears staged, goes downstairs. A couple of sharp lefts there, jabs, and in the right hand knocks the Demon down. Rocky Johnson whipped to the rope. The Demon tries to set him up. Rocky Johnson on his feet, drop kick to the Demon. On his feet again, another drop kick. Johnson covers the Demon, gets the leg, and a count of 3.
Beautiful flying drop kick. Only Rocky Johnson can really do it like that, Vince. He's got the speed and truly unbelievable.
Rocky Johnson, victorious. We'll be seeing a lot of this young man.
Here is the time, 2 minutes and 46 seconds, and the winner, Rocky Johnson.
All right, so The Rock chalks up another victory for himself. We'll take a look at what we saw earlier on. As the Demon now is attempting to set up Rocky Johnson. Tries to give him the elbow. Johnson saw it coming, went downstairs, couple of drop kicks, from there on to the pin.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Gives me great pleasure to introduce my guest, a fellow to my right, coming from a long line of wrestlers in the family, grandfather, father, and down to Eddie Gilbert. And to my left, none other than the outstanding manager of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion, Arnie Skolin. And without a doubt, the greatest champion, Bob Backlund. Welcome, fellas. Bob, I understand that you've taken a very particular interest in the fellow alongside of me, and I know you'd like to tell the folks about him.
Yeah, Ed Gilbert is a man that I really, really respect. He's got a great background in amateur wrestling, and his family's been in professional wrestling for a really, really long time. And Arnold Skolin and myself really think that he's got a heck of a future in professional wrestling. And we've had some opportunities to work out with him and train with him. And boy, he's a dedicated young man. And by golly, we're going to try to do all we can do to help this man get ahead in professional wrestling. And Ed, you know, I know you're a hard man. You're a hard man to beat, and I think we can, you know, climb to the top.
Mr. Rogers, I would like to publicly thank Mr. Skolin and Bob for taking the interest in me, and also Bob, the long hours and the sweat that you put into me, and it's just a great honor, and I'm going to give 150% every time I step in the ring. Thank you very much.
Well, the big surprise is next week, ladies and gentlemen, these two fellas will be in the ring as a tag team. It'll be real super to watch and see what happens. With that, we'll go back to ringside wrestling.
Okie doke. Buddy Rogers and his guest.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 235 pounds, here is Pete Sanchez. And in the corner to my left from San Francisco, California, weighing 235 pounds. Here is Ray the Crippler Stevens with his managers, Captain Lou Albano and Fred Blassie.
The Crippler, Ray Stevens, continues to wreak havoc in the World Wrestling Federation. And the only man to be managed by two individuals. And what a duo they are. Freddie Blassie, Lou Albano. We're set for action to begin. Oh, there. Side headlock. And Sanchez asks no quarter and will give none. Sanchez, the seasoned veteran. Of course, the same is true of the Crippler, Ray Stevens. Noted, of course, specifically for the pile driver.
Well, you know, Vince, what makes Stevens very special is that Ray Stevens is well experienced. He's been wrestling for a long time. He has a lot of guts. He will go for anything. All he wants is a victory, and he'll do anything to get it. And I tell you, Ray Stevens, when he's in the ring, he's at home. He's very comfortable in the ring. He knows what he's doing.
Right hand, again the referee on the blind side. Ray Stevens in the corner, referee begins the count.
You could be Ray Stevens' best friend, but if he has to wrestle you and have a victory over you, and he'll do anything to do it, Vince. This man has mercy for no one.
Ray Stevens moving in now on Sanchez. Sanchez with a nice right hand. Look at this. A regular face, however. And another right hand. Backs Sanchez up, scooped up now, and slammed to the canvas. Ray Stevens, off with a knee. Covers his man, and gets the Duke. Look at that. Insult to injury, had just finished pinning his man, Ray Stevens, and then gives him a hard right hand right in the chops.
Right in the throat. This is the kind of man he is, Vince, and I'm surprised he's not going back on Sanchez.
Look at the official time.
It is the time, 2 minutes and 28 seconds, and the winner, Ray the Crippler Stevens.
Crippler Ray Stevens victorious over Sanchez. We'll take a look at what we saw earlier on here. Scooping his man up and slamming him down to the canvas, Ray Stevens. From there onto the rope and adding insult to injury with the knee pointed downward to the throat area. The Crippler, Ray Stevens, victorious. We'll be back with the brothers Strongbow, Jules and Jay in the non-title tag team matchup.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, it is a non-title tag team match. It is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing the team in the corner to my right from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in at 235 pounds. Here is Frankie Williams. And his partner from Sioux City, weighing 255 pounds, it is Bob Bradley. And in the corner to my right, from Pawhuska, Oklahoma, at a combined weight of 497 pounds, here is the World Wrestling Federation's tag team champions, the Strongbow brothers, Jules and Jay.
They fought long and hard for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles, not about ready to give them up. 9-title matchup, Strongbow brothers against Bradley and Frank Williams. They have had experience teaming in the past, not nearly as much as the Strongbows, but nonetheless they've had experience, and I would suspect, Pat, that really is the name of the game in tag team competition, the experience, how well you function as a unit.
That is the whole secret, Vince. You got to know when to tag out, when to tag in, when to come in, when to come and help your partner, and that's the whole secret.
We're ready for the action to commence. That's Jules Strongbow in there now against Frank Williams. Tag has made frequent tagging in and out now on the part of the Strongbow brothers.
Which is good, Vince. You know, as you mentioned earlier, Vince, they fought a long battle to get to where they're at now, champions. But Jules Strongbow has never been under that kind of pressure before. And he was telling me, Pat, it's all worth it. And he says, when you know the fans are behind you, supporting you, it's all worth it.
Again, frequent tag on the part of the Strongbows. Wide open out, Bob Bradley. Jules winds him up. Working on the arm and shoulder.
You know, in tag team matches, there's so many different ways that you can distract your referee or even distract your opponent. A lot of time you'll make the tag and your opponent won't even know the tag. Right now, Bradley doesn't even know who is in the ring legally. They're doing so many tags. Again, another tag.
Jay Strongbow winds him up. Again, continuing to work on the left arm and shoulder. Strongbow's tagging so frequently. As you brought out, Bradley has no idea who legally is in the ring, or just as soon as Bradley begins to decide, well, I'm going to start making a maneuver or some sort of counter, the Strongbows would tag out.
Yeah, that's why they would keep their men close to their corner, but now Jules is in trouble.
Double team effort now.
Making a smart move, going back in his own corner.
And tagging Jay Strongbow from the back of Bradley. Kick to the midsection. Bradley hauls at a rope again. Jay Strongbow sets him up, puts him in a sleeper hold. Jules keeping Frank Williams at bay as Bob Bradley is going down.
Bradley is gone.
Jay Strongbow with a sleeper hold on Bob Bradley. And the brothers Strongbow, proud of themselves as well as they should be. Victorious. Jay Strongbow gives Bradley a whack to the back, and it's Wake Up City. We'll get the official time.
Here is the time, 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and the winners, the World Wrestling Federation's Tag Team Champions, the Strongbow brothers, Jules and Jay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next contest, it is set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my right from Dawson, Georgia, weighing in at 240 pounds, here is Charlie Brown. And his opponent, just coming down the aisle, he is being led into the ring by his manager, the manager of champions, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. And here he is from Paradise Valley, Arizona, weighing 260 pounds. Here is the former World Wrestling Federation's heavyweight champion, superstar Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham getting set to lock up with Charlie Brown, individual competition, and we're just about ready. Graham all over Charlie Brown, not surprisingly. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, on Championship Wrestling, no doubt one of the great professional wrestling cards. Bob Backlund will be here again. Mr. Backlund joining Eddie Gilbert in a tag team effort, and that should really be terrific, Pat.
It should be very interesting because they've been working out a lot together, and Bob speaks very highly of Gilbert. Of course, Gilbert is a great little wrestler, so it should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Grand Wizard looking on as we are. In addition to Mr. Backlund's appearance wrestling, which is a rarity, of course, here on the Championship Wrestling, we're also going to have with Mr. Backlund some of the outstanding young amateurs who will no doubt participate in an upcoming Bob Backlund Kids Wrestling Tournament. As many of you know, Mr. Backlund sponsors such tournaments around the country. That'll be a very interesting exhibition next week. These two youngsters. One is 7 years old, I believe the other is 10. And next week, Alpha, Sika. You talk about a wild tag team combinations. The Samoans are just that.
Well, the wildest team I've ever seen, I'll tell you.
Charlie Brown working in the midsection of Superstar Graham. Caught him on the ear. Another shot. Glancing one. Charlie Brown coming on strong. Brown hammering away on the side of the head, and Graham rakes the face of Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown should really be more aggressive, Vince. Maybe he could have had a chance to really hurt Graham more than he did. But Graham can take a lot of punishment.
Chop to the throat. Superstar covering Charlie Brown. Lights out. Superstar victorious. We'll get the official time.
It is a time, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. It is the winner, Superstar Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham victorious. Also scheduled to join us next week, ladies and gentlemen. Young Curt Hennig to challenge Mr. Fuji, former co-holder of the tag team title. Next week as well, as we outlined earlier, Alpha, Sika, the Samoans will be here, but the highlight of it all, probably, other than the appearance of champion Bob Backlund, will be a matchup you will not forget. Mr. Saito, former co-holder of the Tag Team Championship, will meet no less than Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Till next week, this is Vince McMahon along with wrestling great Pat Patterson saying so long from ringside.